I'm going to be doing single player Conan Exiles, just to kind of give people who have never played the game before a little bit of a refresher, see how it's gonna be, what it could be, you know, just a little bit of fun. I'm not really gonna try to be, you know, bleh about it, but we'll have some fun, see what it is, see what we can do, and yeah, let's have some fun with it. I usually play on Barbaric, but for the sake of this video, I'm just going to go with Decadent. Yeah. Let's load this up and get straight into it. Hope you guys enjoy. Forgot about these long loading screens. Now I'm a bald man. Bald man. Bald man. Religion. Now, religion is one thing you won't have to worry about. I mean, starting off, you only start out with whatever religion you have, but as you progress through the Land of Exiles, you get more and more religions that you can learn for free, so you don't have to buy them, you don't have to force them. The only thing you'll have to do is spend points if you want to upgrade their altars, which if you drink a yellow potion after you've upgraded to the max of one religion, you can drink a yellow potion, which is a lotus potion, and completely change your religion all over again and max out the rest of them and get the best out of every one of them that you want. Crom is the only one that gives you no bonuses, no fancy stuff. Really, it's kind of a useless religion, in my opinion. But, I mean, hey, if you want to be realistic, Draketo is the dual goddess of basically sex and death. Now you got Ymir, which is the you get a special axe that turns everything into ice, which I think is cool. Yogg, cannibalism, and this one has more poisons and antidotes. It's called Set. Mitra is about healing and good and holiness. I always choose Draketo just because it's a giant naked lady. Why not?
The gods are watching.
My voice, I usually go with Desperate.
The gods are watching.
Because
cut me down. The gods are watching.
It's the only one I actually kind of like. Head option, you can customize your face. Really isn't very much customization to it, but I mean, you make do with what you got. Heck, you can even be Jesus. Come on now. You wouldn't want to play Jesus. Everybody needs Jeebus. At least once. Just give ourselves a black beard. Kind of just scroll through. Like I said, Jeebus. Everybody needs Jeebus every once in a while. Everybody looks up to the skies praying for Jeebus. Well, I wouldn't say everybody, but eh. Don't need eyeshadow. Face details, you can customize everything. Make it as realistic as you possibly want. I don't worry about it. Body features, I usually keep myself pretty tall. Not extremely tall, but pretty tall. Apparently, I'm put to death for defiling a virgin, killing a sacred serpent, and cheating at dice. That's what they decide to put me to death for. Why not? Every one of my friends calls me Django. Well, they usually call me by my name because people, for whatever reason, want to call me by my name. Anyway, it says that anyone who removes this body, living or dead, from the cross will be flayed alive along with all members of their family. Pretty severe for someone just trying to remove someone from a cross. But, hey. You see what happens.
During the year of the Cobra, a prisoner captured by unknown means was transported into the exiled lands, crucified, and left to die for crimes that they may or may not have committed. Death comes swiftly on black wings, until fate intervenes. Thirsty, dead man. Shall I cut you down from that corpse tree? It might kill you. You civilized men are soft. Your lives are not. Where I come from, we kill our enemies in battle. We don't leave them in the desert to die like dogs. So, you live again, dead man. This land does not love men. You are marked. Cross the ghost fence wearing that. It might have been kinder to leave you on the cross. Live. Love. Burn with life. Slay and survive.
Alright guys, as you've seen the cutscene, I'd like to give a shout out to Ian Neo, who sometimes co-plays with me and Kitty's Corner on my channel. Show him some love, head over to his streams, see how he is, leave him some comments, he's a cool guy. Show him some love.
There are others here, slaves, bandits and cannibals, exiles from lands I've never heard of. Some of them try to scrape a life from the wasteland, scrambling in the rocks and save their own place. I cannot go on. My blood haunts me. The sun and the winter expires, and the wilderness is forever denied me. The smell of my daughter's hair. I will pass the ghost fence. This cursed land will find me envy. To whoever reads this note, I leave the last alarm and this message. Stranger, you have my pity. You do not know how cursed you truly are.
Oh, I can guess. I can guess. Anyway. Everything that you see pretty much on that top right of your screen, which is your quests, you can do pretty much all of them right here at the start, for the most part, depending on where you spawn on your map. As you can see, I'm spawned down here. There's a path here, 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 here. I think there's one right here. Not really sure. Over here is your best source of iron. You can advance pretty quickly in your story. Over here is where you learn Derketo if you don't already have it. Over here, somewhere around here, is where you get the cannibals. And all the way up here, somewhere along this ridge right through here, you learn Crom. Anyway, there's your eating. Just throw that right here for now. Drink. Now you get clothe or bedroll, clothe yourself, just grab a bunch of plant fibers and you can make yourself some basic clothing, which doesn't really defend you from much, but any armor at the start is better than nothing. I wouldn't recommend taking on anything with a skull with cloth armor unless you know the game, you've played the game before. Crafting's pretty simple. It's all pretty much done from your inventory. Most of this you can get on your own. You just gotta travel down a little bit from the path to get your weapons, tools, armor. When you get to about right here, about the halfway point where you can see where you can start seeing the ruins, that's when you can come and start collecting sticks, which will give you your tools, weapons, etc., etc. I don't recommend going straight through the desert at first. I'd wait until you have a decent camp set up, some armor, at least a water skin completely full, because running through the desert is exhausting. It will drain you. Your food is your main priority. At the start, it's decent. It's not great, but it's not good. And this will all depend on how you want to play. If you want to be more of a ranged fighter, accuracy and grit will be your strongest things. If you want to be just running along through everything, you're going to want vitality up to at least 3. 4 if you want a little bit higher. Strength if you're wanting more swords, maces, clubs, things like that. Agility you want to take at least to your 2nd level. But after that, you're pretty much free to do whatever you want. If you get this, you can eat raw food without cooking it. I always get it up to at least 3rd level, to where you can get efficient butchery. Always good to have. Encumbrance will mainly come from your armor. I usually stick with medium armor just to avoid dumping a crap ton of points into encumbrance early on. I usually try and get at least up to pack mule, so I can get 10% extra carry. I've never gotten it up to momentum, and I probably never will. I usually get this to the 1st level. Sometimes I take it up to 3rd, but usually only 1st level, and then I'll leave it alone. I get this up for usually to the 1st level too, just because I eventually was going to get it to 3 and never did. And the rest I kind of just disperse as I go. But I always go with, let's see, where is it? This first. Just because it comes in handy later on. Way later on. You need to get this. You need to get your weapons. And you're going to want both of these. I usually go with campfire first, just because it gives you a lot later on. Then whenever you can, just bump, bloop. Oop, I'm out of sticks. You know what I mean? Sticks is everything in this game. Without sticks, you can't craft nothing. Anyway, just made a pick, axe, need a sword. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That'll cover that. Need 3 more. 1, 2, 3. Like that. And then I need everything. So let's swap to this. This is how you get your stone. Pretty easy once you get up there. You can pretty much become level 10 before you leave here, if you're willing to sit around and just put in the effort. If you're one of those people that just want to speed through, you can. It's not going to stop your gameplay, and it's not going to hurt it any, but it's not one of those things I would recommend right off the bat. Collect as many as you can. You don't have to completely spread through. I apologize for any interference in the background. My family just got home.
No. Not my fault you farted.
Let's curse this sandstorm. We were forced to take refuge before the wind scoured the skin from our faces. There is something in the storm. Beasts. We hear the skin.
Now you hear the dogs barking. I apologize for any feedback.
Screaming winds. The men are scared. I put them to work crafting
Get 100
weapons,
started.
torches, and the loose stones and rough plants that dot this place.
Now I can go further on.
Or the bite of the axe.
Craft the sword. Because if I don't, I'm going to forget about it.
Blueberry muffins, but they're really, really dry.
The bat thing you can't really hit. You'll never be able to hit. You can fight a giant bat monster, but that's later on, like way later on down the road. It's not really something that you'll have to worry about till a little bit later. If you see white figures, which I'll show you what I'm talking about in just a sec,
Any gravy already?
you have to get over there.
They have still warm.
Where?
Right here on the table. I just finished eating.
Here is a good starter home. If you're wanting to build up your food supply, build up a couple more levels to where you can carry everything. There's an exile camp right there. I really wouldn't recommend going to them unless they're distracted by one of the random monsters that just dot this land. Turtles are docile unless they're red. When they're red, they are not docile. They will attack you. Anything with glowing eyes will always attack you. So make sure you're careful about that. See what I mean? They're not exactly friendly.
What, Jeffrey?
It's the most weird. Like makes it like it warm at the top of the food.
Good little lush of land. Gives you some stuff. Here, for later on, when you decide you're going to start working toward thralls, this is a great spot to do it because there's always a level 4 or level 5 thrall. I think it's a level 5, I'm not sure, I don't remember how high they actually go. But all you have to do is just kill this little thing right here. Smack. Ooh. Oof. You need to regenerate health. Apparently this guy's going to be stronger than what he's supposed to be. And that's okay. Sorry if it's a little bit laggy and glitchy. They aren't that fast, and I promise you that this fight is usually easier than it's actually gonna be. Ooh, a triple. But once you get them stunned, it's pretty much from there. It's use axe if you want meat, pickaxe if you want bones more often. Axe is your meat collector. Find shelter. You can find it two ways, either from natural or build it. I don't recommend I recommend building a temporary shelter if you have nothing else. Now note, this comes with its own side effects, its own downside. You'll have to move everything. You'll spend some resources that you could have used towards a more perma base, towards a starter base that isn't really going to have much of an impact. But that's what iron looked like. There's coal veins, there's silk veins, which I'll get into those a little later on in this series. But at the moment, I don't need to get into something like that straight off the bat because, well, point blank period, they're just going to kill me. I don't have the weaponry to take on giant spiders. But yeah, crocodiles are hostile. These little guys aren't. Hey, what's up, little guy? Anyway, they're hostile if you take their babies and one is around. But otherwise, you can do whatever you want. You can tame them. with the animal pen. You can take these for sustenance. The only ones that'll attack you again are the red ones. I haven't seen a green one attack me for harvesting a nest, but then again, first time for everything. Every time you see these guys, or well, these bluish figures, follow where they were heading. And I forgot to fill up my water skin like a dummy. Just follow it up here. See, there's shelters. I'm not crouching anymore. Notes, first person, quick map. There we go. Triangle is your crouch button, apparently. Anyway, sometimes cheat the system into thinking that you're in full shelter when you're obviously not. It's harder and rare to do. Anyway, you come up here, you find them, read, you get the cross arms emote, you can read a little bit of a story. Come over here, you'll see this guy.
Know this as the road of refuge. Your people came to us as exiles, weary and harried. When we revealed ourselves, your people fell to their knees and worshipped us. In return, we fed and clothed you. But you came in untold numbers. We could not clothe you all, nor would we offer you of our water or our land. In time, this led to conflict, eventually to war. Though it caused us grief, we were forced to dominate you. Slaves to our whim, your treacherous species will never betray us again.
Cocky, aren't they? There's your clip. Water fill. Now, I recommend building a quick shelter. Usually a 2x2 will work fine, but for those of you who want to be big, you know, do you do you. Take an axe, get this, take a pick, and you get your bark, which you use, again, another quest. It's easy to level in this game. You don't really have to worry too much about everything. Ah, crap. And that's what happens when you get food poisoning. Slowly losing health, as you can see on top of my bar, because I was dumb and decided to eat a piece of raw meat. Anyway, as you can see, already level... what level am I? 9-ish.
through it while she. Stop. Quit! Quit!
L2 turn it on. As you can tell, it's been a little bit since I've actually put a. Energy filling meal. Go to a small little chest when you get the feet, and you can build that easy. You'll eventually have to make the artisan table. You'll need to make that at some point.
Where?
Bow, artisan table, armor. You don't really need the rest of this unless you're just wanting the stuff for it later. Don't really need it, not really a necessity. You'll always have the shrine of your god that you choose from the get-go. Bone shield. Wooden shield. This is the only time I've actually completely ran out of stuff since I've ever played this game. Aloe is good for bandages, medical stuff later on. Not really worth collecting at the beginning unless you absolutely positively just need it, which I'm pretty sure to get the medical feat you have to have so much anyway. And then build your extra roofing, fences, stairs. You can upgrade to better ones. You can get more designs if you go and buy the DLC. I currently don't own any of the DLC. This is your siege bases. And later on, you don't really have to worry about it in the beginning areas. You can build fancy paintings and stuff for later on. Wall torches, increased torches, beds. Here's your bandages. Gotta be level, like high level anyway. Level 25 for the basic ones, 45 for the stronger ones. There's pretty much your starting. I'm only level 11, so I don't really have too much. Went ahead and got torch, better cooking fires. You can build better vaults and stuff, planters, so you can grow your own stuff. You'll need the animal pen to get pets. This one if you want stronger ones. This one for the high level bears and wolves, mammoths, etc. You need these for the bigger your wheel of pain. The more you can hold, the more you can tame. You have water wells. You can upgrade your weaponry. I apologize.
No, sir.
That'll do it for this section. Darkness Django, signing off. Hope you enjoyed.